Nobody talks about what happens before the fight. Not the crowd. Not the lights. Not the moment your hand gets raised. I'm talking about the war that happens when nobody is watching. When the gym is empty. When your body is screaming. When the voice inside your head says, "You're not built for this." That's the real fight. And most people never win it. Every fighter has a version of themselves they had to kill. The version that needed comfort. That needed applause. That needed someone to believe in them first before they believed in themselves. You know what separated the ones who made it? They stopped waiting for permission. They understood something brutal, something most people spend their entire life trying to avoid. Growth doesn't happen in the light. It happens in the darkness. In the 5 a.m. sessions nobody sees. In the rounds you grind through with a broken spirit. In the moments you lose and show up again anyway. That's not motivation. That's something deeper. Something that can't be faked. That's discipline with no audience. Here's the truth they don't put on highlight reels. Every champion you've ever watched, every knockout that made the crowd roar, was built on thousands of moments of pure silence. Moments where nobody was filming. Nobody was cheering. Nobody even cared. Khabib ran mountains in Dagestan before the world knew his name. Anderson Silva drilled the same strike 10,000 times in empty gyms. Conor stood in a freezing room in Dublin telling himself he was already a world champion, when the world thought he was nobody. They weren't training for the fight. They were training for the war within. Because here's what no one tells you. Your biggest opponent will never be across the cage from you. Your biggest opponent is the voice inside your head that says, "Stop. You've done enough." Nobody will know. And that voice? It's smart. It's strategic. It hits you when you're most vulnerable. When you're exhausted. When you've failed. When the result didn't come after all the sacrifice you made. That's when most people quit. Not dramatically. Not all at once. They quit slowly. One skipped session. One justification. One compromise that becomes a habit. And before they know it, they're spectators at the life they were supposed to be living. But the ones who survive the darkness, they learn something that changes everything. Discipline is not what you do when you feel ready. Discipline is what you do when every cell in your body tells you to stop. It's not a skill. It's a decision. Made again, and again, and again. In the dark. Alone. With nobody watching. Think about the greatest moment in any fight you've ever watched. The comeback. The knockout. The moment a fighter absorbs the worst shot of their career and keeps walking forward. What you're seeing isn't physical. What you're seeing is the result of every dark morning they didn't quit. Every round they finished when they had nothing left. Every night they slept on pain instead of giving into it. That moment in the cage? It was decided long before the cage. You see, the body can take far more than the mind allows. When the great ones get hurt, they don't escape the pain. They make a decision inside the pain. They decide, this moment will not define me. I will define it. And that decision? It's not made in the cage. It's made at 4 a.m. In the gym. In the dark. Alone. Where no one is watching, except the person you're becoming. So here's what I need you to understand. This life, this path you're on, it was never supposed to be easy. If it were easy, everyone would do it. And if everyone did it, it wouldn't mean anything. The darkness is not your enemy. The darkness is your gym. Every hard moment is a round. Every failure is a drill. Every time you want to quit and you don't, that's a rep, and those representatives build something that no trophy, no title, no applause can ever give you. They build a version of you that cannot be broken. Not because nothing hurts, but because you've decided that nothing will stop you. Most people are waiting for the perfect moment to become who they are supposed to be. The ones who make it. They started in the dark. They kept going in the dark. And when the lights finally came on, everyone saw what had been built in the silence. The war is already happening. The only question is, are you fighting it or surrendering to it? If this hits something real inside you, save this. Because the day will come when the darkness feels like too much. And you'll need to remember, you were built for this. And if you know someone fighting their silent war right now, send this to them. They need to hear it more than you know.